What's up, everybody? Bradley Flowers here with Portal Insurance and the Insurance Guys podcast. I've had this idea recently where I'm going to, for 2021, where I would record a reaction video or either my opinion on things that happen in the industry, current events, things like that, to sort of get my perspective on it and how I think it's going to affect agents and the industry moving forward. And there's no better day than to do that than today. Rather massive day yesterday in the M&A world with Bold Penguin being acquired by, I think, American Family. I don't know as much about that deal. And then the big one, which was EZLYNX being acquired by Applied. And I've been getting tons of questions from people messaging me on my text app or either through Instagram, Facebook, or wherever, LinkedIn. Bradley, how do you think, and I probably have some coming in right now because my phone's buzzing. Bradley, how do you think the Applied acquisition of EZLYNX is going to affect EZLYNX users and vice versa and da-da-da and all that? And the first thing I would like to say is I'm just a dude. I have no inside knowledge, anything like that. I'm not, take this with a grain of salt. Like, this is just my opinion. Like, what I say on here, I don't want anybody coming back to me 3 years from now when I'm wrong and being like, you were wrong and I bet my business on this. Don't do anything like that. But, the first thing is like, history does not predict the future, although history may be a good indicator. But in a lot of cases, it's not a really good indicator. Do you know you've seen a roulette table, right? There's a board on there, a little electronic board. So when casinos, and I don't know the exact number, but that board shows you what numbers have hit in the past. When casinos started using the board, their profits went up like 86% or something like that, because people started completely betting on what happened in the past. And what happened in the past has absolutely nothing to do with what happened in the future. But that being said, we can use the past as an indication. And obviously, Applied has the reputation that, they've bought similar management systems and killed them off and things like that. So I'm not saying that's going to happen here, but the first thing I would like to say is I think that this play by Applied is twofold. I think it is 100%, like everybody knows. I mean, one of Applied's biggest investors is Google, and one thing Google does is they buy their competition out. And so I think it was definitely a play to get rid of a competitor that was truly threatening them in the marketplace. Maybe not threatening them, but definitely riding on their heels, getting a little bit closer and closer and closer. One. Two, it was 1,000,000% a play to get the EZLYNX rater. And for those of you that have used the Applied rater, you know that in theory, the Applied rater is a great rater, formerly SimCat. The people over there are great. By the way, I actually used them for a month, used it for a month. We were like, nah, this doesn't do what it needs to do. So that is definitely one area of, and the things, to be honest, like the things that Applied does well, they do really well. I'm not particularly fond of them because of some of the ways they jerk agents around and lock their data up and hold them, renew their contracts, increase their prices, things like that. But I think that the one area that Applied is really, or was really struggling in, was the rater component. And EZLYNX, as of right now, till Tarmica does what they're going to do, EZLYNX is, in my opinion, the best personal lines rater. So it was 1,000,000% a rater play, along with, let's get rid of this competitor. So I think those of you that are super fond of the EZLYNX rater don't really have anything to worry about. I think it's going to stay exactly the same, if not be enhanced by Applied. I think it's a super win for Applied users, because hopefully what Applied will do is they will take the components of EZLYNX that fit the gaps in their system and use those to make the Epic or TAM or whatever system you're on a little bit better with the enhanced rater component. EZLYNX, folks, I think what you're looking at is you're looking at a best case scenario, something very similar to what Vertafore did to QQ, which was not completely kill it off, but nothing, no tech enhancements are coming. Everything's the same, and every single time you turn around, you're getting pitched to to be upsold to the higher end product. I think that's probably what you're looking at, best case scenario. If history's any indication, I would take a look at what's happened in the past. And props to EZLYNX for really, I mean, getting paid. Let's be honest, like that's awesome. They have a good product, had a good product, and they cashed out, and that's great. So I think that one other thing to think about is this acquisition. I mean, basically, in my eyes, two of the biggest players in the personal lines management system game and commercial as well just joined forces. So two became one. It's created somewhat of a bubble or a vacuum, or is going to create a bubble or a vacuum for somebody else to step up in that space. So if you're a company that is either trying to get, some of these companies that we all know that are trying to get to the point of being a management system and having download and things like that, it's a really, really, really big opportunity for those. Some of the people that, maybe some of the management systems that were trying to be kind of an enterprise system could say, wait a minute, there's a lot of agencies. Me personally, I talked to 3 yesterday that are like, all right, well, we're leaving EZLYNX before this happens because we don't want to get locked down. So I think there's a huge opportunity for someone to back up and say, wait a minute, there's a lot of agencies on EZLYNX that are in the 4 to 7 employee range that we could probably help. I think one of the smartest plays a management system company could do today is come out with a marketing promo. Hey, EZLYNX users, get $100 off your sign up. That's something to that effect. We will gladly take you with open arms. I think that would be an amazing marketing play, and I've already kind of put the word in with a couple of companies on that. So I think that's an opportunity, and I think there's an opportunity for a rater like Tarmica, whose product is and going to be so much better than everybody else's, to really step up and fill the void on the EZLYNX rater. So that's my opinion on that. I would love for you guys to send me more questions, because I kind of like doing this. It kind of, from a marketing angle, it allows me to kind of ride the coattails of what's trending in the industry. So that's my opinion on the applied acquisition of EZLYNX. If you want to get me to do one of these videos on something else, or you have any questions or anything of that nature, please text me 251-237-9383. Really appreciate it. Thanks.